What's this? Jerzejczyk.
I didn't think you're so. You don't know shit about being a
PG.
champion.
Oh, intense.
I give you no chance.
That's the only punch she landed, y'all. That's the only punch she landed. Well, folks, sometimes, some things are better left just unsaid. Some things are really better left just unsaid. With that being said, Pat and Joanna, they did another interview, and Coach is here to really just talk about that. You guys stay tuned. Oh, you guys are going to love this. Maybe Jerzejczyk fanboys, not so much. All right. LDBC, this is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Well, guys, this is the best interview that I've heard from Rose Namajunas. She was talking to Joe Rogan, his bald head. She was talking to him, and Joe, was asking some really good questions, and he asked her, about, a variety of different things, but, Rose Namajunas confirmed again. She said, look, and she tried to be nice about it, but Rose, you can't fool the coach. She tried to be really nice about it. And she said, listen, Joanna striking, it's that Dutch striking system. And, I was facing the Jerzejczyks for weeks. And so Rose said it, said it again. I was facing them for weeks. I got Pat Barry, I got Trevor Whitman in my corner, and there's nothing that she can do that I haven't seen. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I bust out laughing because what Rose really said in layman's terms, look, the stuff she was doing to me, it was amateurs. Now, we know that Joanna Jerzejczyk isn't an amateur, but Rose, alluded to, like, look, this girl can't strike on me on any level. Like, man, I fell out. I fell out. Because Rose did it so politically correct, man. But you look at the first clip, man. You got, Joanna, she comes on, and, she was telling that you don't know you'll never be a good champion. Just told her everything. And Rose sitting there reciting the Lord's Prayer, man. I was like, boy, I can watch that all day. I can watch that all day, every day, any day, because, it just kind of goes to show you, man, the power of self-belief. And then Pat Barry was talking about even some of the new strategies, man. Like, he was talking about, like, they're going to throw tennis balls. And then Rose got to punch the tennis balls as they're coming at her or coming down. And, like, it's something real specific. But, Pat Barry is a smart guy, man. And he is the main architect behind Rose Namajunas. And you got to admit, man, even before they came across and started sparring with Valentina, they were pretty much winning, And Pat Barry, he's been in Rose's corner, for all this time. And you can tell that he's the mental architect. And if there's no Pat Barry, then I don't think Rose Namajunas can do as well as she did. But Rose put it out there. She said, look, I done sparred against Valentina. I done sparred against Antonina. And, they present a very high level of striking. And unfortunately, Rose was being nice, and she didn't say that, well, they strike on a higher level than, Joanna Jerzejczyk. I mean, Rose won't say it, but the coach will. Oh, but the coach will say it. Of course they do. Of course, they're better strikers than Joanna. Not to say Joanna is a bad striker, no, but, it is what it is, Rose went in there. She did her thing. She went in there and did her thing. I wish, though, they would have really opened up about, like, the excuses that Joanna's making. I was waiting on that, man. I was waiting on it, and Joe Rogan didn't ask that question. And maybe I have to go and look at the full, because he got it in bits. He got it in bits and clips, Like, the whole, like, podcast isn't together. That's kind of funny, because for Joe Rogan, he puts them all together. But, I need to go do some more researching and digging, but I couldn't find it. But this one is in bits, and I was like, yo, man, ask this girl about the excuses that Joanna's making, but he didn't. But still, it was a good interview because, Rose also said that she's definitely going to be ready. She said, I'm going to do something completely different against Joanna. And I'm like, what? What can you do even better than what you did? I mean, she knocked her out. What are they going to do? Rose said, I'm doing something completely different because I know that she's going to try to do something different. And, Rose made sense. Like, it don't make sense to get in there and do the exact same thing. That's stupid, Why would you get in there and do the same thing? So they're preparing. Like, and Pat laid it out. He said, look, we do everything. He said, We prepare for every situation. Pat said we even prepare for the interviews, how the interviews are gonna go. We prepare, how after the fight's gonna go. Like they plan everything. I wonder, and this is just me asking. I wonder, do they plan when Joanna's gonna take a piss? I mean, how do they plan that? I'm just curious. Or when she eat, does she eat with the left hand or the right hand? No, I'm just giving Pat Barry crap. But Pat Bear is a smart man, very smart. And, it's no wonder, man, that they're doing what they do. They make a great team. Pat is like the very vocal one. He's going to come out and say what he wants to say. Rose is more like, she's real politically correct. And she just said, I don't even know what being a champion is like because I don't know. I'm just Rose. But she broke it down and she said the fight may go a little bit longer this time, but she said the result's going to be the same. Thug Rose! Thug Rose, I loved every minute of this. I'm going to tell you why I loved every minute. Because every time I turn around, okay, there's an excuse. And, of course, when you go to these videos, you got a lot of dislikes when Rose is talking. But, the reality still hadn't set in with these young Jerzejczyk fanboys. It hadn't set in that Rose won. There aren't any amount of excuses. Matter of fact, I don't even think Joanna deserve a title shot. I think she need to work her way back up after the way she got put down so fast. That's what I think. Okay, that's my opinion. I think, man, don't give her a title shot for what? Look, make her earn it. Make her earn it now. Make her earn that title shot. No, I'm just playing because people will argue. Well, she did clean out the division. Yeah, she did, except for Rose. She ain't clean out Rose. Rose cleaned her clock. Is what happened. But interview was pretty good, man. It was a good interview. Rose even led into just a lot of the things that, Joanna was saying that didn't get to her, which Rose was stone cold, man. Stone cold. And then, he was saying, Joe was asking her, like, man, how is this all surreal? And Rose was like, well, it's real to me now, and I got a job to do. I got a job to do. And basically she put it out there like, there's nothing that Joanna's going to do that I haven't seen. Like that's how Rose said it. Basically, there's nothing that she's gonna do that I have not already seen. I've seen it all. I've dealt with different types of camps. I dealt with the Shevchenkos, and Rose said it was more of a mental battle. It wasn't a physical battle. Doing that 22 weeks of training with the Shevchenkos. She said it was more of a mental battle. It was mental, and you gotta believe it's mental, because think about it. You wake up, okay, going to the gym. That's the easy part. Then you got to deal with Antonina kicking the hell out of you. Then you got to deal with Valentina spinning back fisting you to death and throwing you around. Okay, throwing punches at odd